Good evening and welcome back to the game 2 of this year's Stanley Cup Finals is about to drop the puck. Meanwhile, Toronto and Montreal is all in progress. I didn't even think to check the score yet, so that's okay. 28. 28? Hey, come here. No, I think that's 26. No, that's 26. The numbers are so small, it's hard to differentiate between 6 and 8. Which is also very hard to read the years on the dimes. It's so tiny. So flipping tiny. It's like, come on, man. That's 26 degrees outside, so there we go. It was 28 about 3 hours ago. It's actually quite pleasant out. They're forecasting periods of rain for tomorrow, which we really need. If it rains all day, then it rains all day, because we absolutely, like I said, we absolutely need it. Now, yeah, I actually like reading some of the years on those coins. I haven't seen any 2025 ones yet. Those will be needed. Those will definitely be needed. Yes, yeah. Seeing all those cities on the trailer, U-Haul trailers, and seeing the graphics on the trucks. Somebody actually have asked if that was a main store. It's like, yeah, well, are they actually selling? Yeah, well, I think they're still the main sites on the south side of the city. But I saw Alberta again today. It's like, Jesus, I was just thinking to myself, yeah, I've seen Alberta a couple times. I've seen Saskatchewan once. BC a couple, 3 times. Manitoba a few times. I haven't seen Ontario or Quebec in a while. Northwest Territories, I think a couple months ago. Still waiting to see Prince Edward Island on the side of one of those trucks. The only Canadian province. I got let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 16 states to see. 16. I think I got 19 of them, the 19 state places to actually physically see, along with 3 Canadian provinces. Those 3 Canadian provinces I got to physically see: Newfoundland, PEI, Nunavut. Why? Because. Yeah, just because. Yeah, about what I ended up seeing today was a anniversary from yesterday. I thought there might have been one from yesterday. 36 years ago yesterday, the Skydome opened. Yes, I still kind of call it the Skydome. Yeah, no. It's crazy. The Jays played at exhibition park prior to then. Is like the first game was like snow on the ground. It was cold. The Zamboni literally cleaned up the infield. I don't know. It's like, how Canadian was that? Of course, it was AstroTurf at the time, so they'd probably get away with it. And Murray saying, "Oh, Canada." I don't know if she did the Star Spangled Banner, but crowd chanted, we want beer. Doug Ola hit the first ever Blue Jays home run. I think he had 2 that game. Jays won 7-4. Those home runs and the Jays win was 2 of the few bright spots in that typical expansion first season, where there are just 50 wins. 52 or 53, I don't exactly remember how many. Rough few seasons, and then about, I think, 83 they started. That's when they really learned how to start to win. They tried playing in that kind of weather like they did in April 7th, 1977. Yeah, they would not have gotten that. I don't think that game would have gotten off. It was the first ever game in the Skydome, June 5th, 1980. Was it 89? It was 89. Yeah, there's no problem with the weather because the roof, they would have had the roof closed, but they had it open. First ever retractable roof. I think Fred McGriff was the first ever hit the first ever home run in this new, and Milwaukee beat him 5-3. By this time, Cito Gaston was their manager, and they started to get their crap together and got their season turned around because they started 12-24. That was about the time Jimmy Williams got let go, and George Bell made the prediction. Yeah, I'm gonna be here longer than Jimmy Williams. Like, no, I think it was Bobby Cox. Yeah, well, he said he's gonna be. George Bell said he's gonna be longer than the manager. When I first started watching baseball, it was about 84, 85. George Bell was part of the one heck of an outfield with him, Lloyd Moseby, and Jesse Barfield. I remember Willie Upshaw as the first baseman at that time. Ernie Witt was catching. Dave Steve was one of the starting pitchers, and I think Jimmy Key was also on that team. I'm going to say 85 because, yeah. I wonder if Tom Henke was on that team. I know he was on that team for a few years. He was a bricklayer by trade, and then I think he started in Atlanta. I think I'm wrong on that. I know he went playing Toronto. No, he ended up finishing in Texas with the Rangers. But yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's about all I can want to think about and talk about because I've got absolutely nothing else. Yeah. Yeah, so anyways. In the meantime, and in between time, stay tuned for the next one.